moving from a position of the truth, and then you change the truth. You change the challenges into a betterment of the people going forward, knowing very well that this is the truth. If the president can say that no ANC municipalities that we control are doing well, in terms of Auditor General's report, they will have produced equally an evidence that Ramaphosa is not telling the truth, and that is it.
SG, it's my name. SG, as you said that other political parties at the moment, they are using it as a campaigning tool, that statement of the president. As you said, the ANC, they understand what the president said, but the masses on the ground might be not the same. And we are approaching the citizens in 2026, which is a local government election. What do you say about that?
The people who will follow the truth, and that's what is important for us. We're busy now, like we're getting into the roll call with the public representatives and all of that. If they want to deal with the ANC, let them talk about the real concrete issues. The masses understood very well what the president is talking about. What is important for them is for us to do the things we have set for ourselves in terms of the plan of action. And we must do them and do them well. We must govern and govern well, and not kowtow other political parties in terms of what they are doing. And that's what is important for the ANC.
Mr. Mbalula is a neighbor from Newsroom Africa. Talk to us about the approach of the ANC towards the local government elections in terms of maybe making public your public representatives such as mayoral candidates. We've seen the DA fielding Helen's already. How far is the ANC's process in that regard? But the issue of capacity, councillors on the ground, some of them are feeling as if the ANC is being hard on them, and that is the leadership as far as saying that they do not have the capacity. Give us your sense of the ANC on these 2 points.
We are in coalition governments. We've got a couple of months before the term of office end. Here in Joburg, the mayor is ANC, and we must lead and decisively. Public representative and announcement will come next year when we conclude our list process and all of that. So we don't run an election campaign based on the personalities. We run the election campaign in terms of what the ANC have done for the people, and the ANC accounting to the people about what it has done. So our public representatives process will come to an end next year. For now, we are focused on the task of delivering to our people and fulfilling the mandate, either within coalition governments or where we govern on our own. That's what we are focused on now, going forward.
On the issue of capacity, are you having faith with the current crop of leaders that are on the ground? Do you think maybe there is lack of capacity? Do you think there's still...
We have admitted where there is no capacity, we must deal with that. We have trained our councillors, and many of them have responded to that question of capacity. When we go to the communities and ask people to be voted for in the wards and all of that, they are voted by the people based on their activism. And some of them indeed don't have the necessary capacity, but we train them. And majority of them have responded well. Here in Gauteng, we can give you a good statistic, which we'll give in the next coming months about the status of our members and all of that, and who have paid serious attention to their own development. And that is quite encouraging. So the question of capacity in local government is key and important. Our mayor here is a man with double masters in education, like others everywhere in the country, paying attention to the call by their movement for self-development and 10 years of ANC concentration on cadre development. So we are focused on that particular task, and we try by all means with what we've got to place people in positions where they will be able to execute. But where we do have challenges, we do improvise. Here in Johannesburg, for instance, we lost a majority. And most of our councillors come from the wards, in the different wards in the country, and we lost the biggest chunk of our councillors in the PR. But we have improvised, and our councillors have responded well to question of self-education, and others are still doing that going forward, which is what is important for local government to govern and govern well.
Mr. Mbalula, Service Ogoba from Eyewitness News. Just two questions on my part. The first question, yesterday we saw the IFP and the DA hold events related to obviously the upcoming local government elections. During those events, they said some things that were maybe not good about the ANC. And I just want to know that, is there maybe some line being drawn in terms of how you guys are going to engage this stage with your GNU partners in terms of how you talk about each other during the campaigns and what could be on limits or what could be off limits? That's my first question. And just my second question, I'm loath to ask you about another political party, but maybe your general reaction to the DA fielding someone like Helen Zille to the mayoral candidate.
We don't kowtow other political parties, it's their choice. At the end of the day, that will be tested in the ballot. And so it is the choice of their political party. So we are not in the business of commenting about the choices of other political parties. We don't expect political parties who are our opponents to speak good about the ANC. Our story is a story of the people. How the people respond to the ANC and service delivery is what is important to us. We have said to the people, elect us and we'll serve you better. We've got a manifesto to deliver on, and that will be our point of report back to the people of South Africa, which is the manifesto. And if we have not done well, we'll be in a position to admit that we did not do well. First point of not doing well is the fact that the majority of people did not come out in numbers to vote for the ANC. That on its own have actually handicapped our capacity to deliver without asking for support from others in terms of majority. So we have had to work with other political parties in coalition government in Johannesburg for quite some time. So we are not working on our own. But even within that, we have strived to ensure that we deliver on our mandate. We will account to the people that within this mandate, this is what we have been able to fulfill. But we can't account for other parties. We don't expect them to speak good about us, but if they are honorable, they will still acknowledge where the ANC is doing good. And but some of them are overzealous and they are just gunning for votes and opportunistically so. So we can't. We are not them. We are the ANC. Where something is good that is being done, even if it's not done by us, we will be able to say there, we can see they are doing well. And that is what democracy is about. It's about being honorable, and then it's about being truthful to the people. So politicians are being characterized as people who are truthful, who are chameleons. We are not politicians as the ANC. We are freedom fighters. We are revolutionaries. We are all about change. And if there is a criticism about us in relation to our conduct, we must repent and mend our ways. And that is why we are on the renewal path as the party.
Helen Zille?
Well, there's nothing to be said. Just look at the polls. I've seen on the newsroom, there is a big poll running there. What does it say? I don't know. So let the people speak. And so we're less concerned about...
One last question, SG. As the ANC, how are you finding the Madlanga proceedings so far?
Sorry?
How are you finding, as the ANC, how are you finding the Madlanga proceedings so far?
Well, it's going well. President have implemented. Mkhwanazi is on the stand. Let's all observe. The ANC is not going to have a running commentary. We've got a commission, we must respect it, respect the witnesses. If they lie, they will be subjected to the law. They are speaking under oath. So let's observe that, give the judge and his panel the opportunity to ask the work that is important. You know the rule of law. The rule of law is a cornerstone of our constitutional democracy. If the rule of law were to collapse, that story of what the judge is probing is bigger than what Judge Zondo was about. Because me and you, it means we don't have a state, we don't have a government. We are run by cartels and thugs at the random. That's what the judge is probing. And let those who can prove that the country and our police system has got challenges come to the fore. Mkwanazi have spoken, President have responded to that, we have a commission, give the men a chance. And then stop making conclusive issues because others also are going to come and speak. Leave this matter. It's nice, it's on TV. We can see, we can comment, we can connect the dots. Like Pravin Gordhan have said, let's connect the dots. We can see as South Africans for ourselves who's telling the truth and who's telling a lie. South Africans must see the grinding of the law through the eyes of natural justice. That's what is important. And natural justice says, here is a camera, here is a witness, we too can be judges. So let's wait. We have asked for it, it is happening.